So as I sit back in my Tesla and relax and think about how hard I worked to get into this wonderful car, and think about all the hard work it took just to get here, watch my beautiful children play in a sustainable zero electric vehicle.
Wait, that's great, bro, but this is my car.
Oh man, whose car am I in? Oh, this isn't my car. Darn.
I mean, I guess if you want to take it around the block.
Nothing quite like a Tesla pulling into your driveway.
So this one starts at $35,000, so it's definitely the cheapest of them. You can adjust this. One of my favorite features. You can adjust your air here.
No way. Oh my God. So tell me this.
Yeah.
Like with my Range Rover, you got all these fiber optics and all these electrical stuff. Is this simpler?
Yes.
Or is it worse?
No, it's simpler.
So I mean, for things to go wrong with this, I mean, what is it that's making that do that? Is that
those
fiber
solenoids?
Optics or?
Solenoids, yeah, electrical solenoids. But there's less buttons and switches to break too, because there's no buttons and switches in the car. So.
Not to mention the engine, you know.
Oh my gosh! Look at this thing.
Hey, Taylor, show them the optional features, the games and stuff.
Oh well. First and foremost is the.
Don't show them the whippy cushion. Come on now.
Whippy cushion.
Come on now.
Do something bad to me.
Very Elon Musky feature to be on there. You can play asteroids on here.
When you're not driving.
When you're not driving, ideally.
Okay. Ideally?
You've got romance mode on here.
Oh no.
There's a bunch of toys. But cubby there. Pretty deep, and then there's another. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Hidey hole there. Cool.
Trying to convince another neighbor to buy a Tesla. What do you think, Thor? Thor approves. Do you approve, Thor? I think Thor likes the white seats to go with his white car.
Where's your
The Tesla is in the garage and it is charging. And we've got it plugged into our NEMA 1450 right here in the juice box. Charging on a 60 amp breaker. So we open the door, the air conditioner automatically starts, the radio will start up, and I want to show you these seats that are so popular right now. They're actually called vegan leather, and what the white seats give you is they give you door panel inserts, white dash, and it's a smooth texture. It almost feels like a marble or something. It's very, what would you say that is, Taylor? Some kind of
Plastic.
Smooth plastic, but it feels very, it doesn't feel like plastic. It feels luxurious.
Solid. Yep.
Luxurious plastic, I would call it. But it feels very, very solid. The seats feel amazing. They're very comfortable. Unlike the Volt, I think they're much better padded than the Volt seats. They have much more cushion in them. The bolsters are so much thicker, and you actually go down in the seat, which is, you know, you actually sink into the seats a little bit. The Bolt, the Leaf, the Volt, the i3, I've driven all of them. And even the Model S, I think these seats beat the Model S seats. Probably not the latest Model S, but the first ones that I drove back in 2013. So, yeah, this is the Model 3 with the all white seats, and I think if you don't have a family, this might be the seats for you, but with a family, this might be a tough sell to the wife. They are amazing, though. Here's the Model 3 from the front, and what I wanted to show you was the aerodynamics of the car. So you wonder, how is the Model 3 so efficient? So look at this cover. I mean, this thing is as flat as a pancake underneath. Except where the suspension arms need to articulate, basically. But if you go over here, let me move the flashlight over. If you go over here, you can see this whole thing down there is just one huge piece of metal. There's nothing to get in the way of the airflow. And I think eventually they'll probably figure out a way to do these suspension arms to cover them up somehow. All right. So as soon as you shut the door and you stay in the Tesla, you can put it on camping mode, and you can see the charging time, charging remain. It's putting 25 miles per hour in the battery.
All right. Let me do a little intro and then I'll show.
Okay, there's the climate control. Okay, Taylor's going to demonstrate camping mode.
Welcome to the Slough, y'all. So one of the things that I had to check out before I bought this, in the showroom I laid down in the back of a Tesla to make sure that I could sleep in it. So I'm 25 and this is the biggest investment I've made, so I decided if it comes between rent and the car payment, I'm going to be able to sleep in the car, and I'm going to show you how that works here. So the first step is turning on camping mode. So you just go to your climate here and you hit on. And then down here, you want to make sure that this is on as well, because this is going to be your rear air. So you can leave that on. Turn this up a little bit because I wake up cold sometimes because the air really kicks. Cool, so we got that. And then the next step is to put down your seats back here. So put down this side. And as you can see, this is a pretty good sized space back here. So I've got this camping mat, which I got for $35 at Walmart. This is actually what I sleep on at my house as well. So it's not too much of a transition to sleeping in the car. You can just roll this out. This actually rolls all the way to the back of the trunk, and it self-inflates, so I just open the nozzle on it and you hear it start to inflate. And then, just as well, you can put this down. Now when you don't have a passenger there, that seat will go up into the front and this sits down as well, obviously. And then I have a pillow in here, which has a sheet in it. And so I'll put the pillow here, I'll take the sheet out. You have a bedside table here as well. So I can put my necklace here, my bottle of water, whatever I need. There's USB plugs right here. I can charge my phone and leave it here on the console. You have this beautiful roof to look up at the stars. Now this is tinted a little bit dark. So if you're somewhere where there's ambient light from a street light or what have you, it may be too dark to see the stars. But if you're camping out somewhere, I bet it'd be a pretty cool view. Besides that, I can completely stretch out. I'm 5'10", and that's with my toe kind of barely touching the end of the trunk there. And as you can see, I can lay and completely have my head supported by the back of the seat here. So it's the perfect height for me, and I can go anywhere and I have lodging, have a place to stay, and the air stays on all night, unlike, you know, a traditional gas car where you have to worry about carbon monoxide poisoning. So I'm good to go. I can leave some music on, some light music. There's a fireplace mode on here if I want a little crackle, but I usually just want to go to sleep. So yeah, that's it. When I'm done in the morning, fold the seats back up, roll the mat back into the back, close it up, ready for the next adventure. So that's sleeping in the Model 3.
Taylor, how many miles are lost overnight with the AC on all the time?
Good question. I'm trying to perfect where to put it. So far I've been losing about 5 miles an hour, but like I said, I've been waking up cold, so I think I have it on colder than I need it to be. So I'm trying to figure out like where's a comfortable temperature. I think just a little bit of air goes a long way when you're sleeping, just to keep the air circulating and keep it a little bit cool. So I think I've heard that you can get it to where you only lose like a mile an hour.
Okay, a mile an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can't do that in your Toyota Corolla. Taylor is leaving with his Tesla.